Death, the one certainty that unites all living beings. Yet it remains the greatest mystery, a profound enigma that has fascinated, frightened, and inspired humanity since time immemorial. No matter our culture, religion, or worldview, death beckons us to confront questions far beyond the physical world. What happens when we die? Does the soul survive? Is death an end or merely a passage? Throughout the ages, countless civilizations have sought answers. Some have seen death as a final curtain, others as a gateway to new beginnings. Ancient wisdom traditions, spiritual teachings, and modern science alike continue to explore this liminal space, the threshold between life and whatever lies beyond. In this journey, we will traverse the rich tapestry of beliefs, mystical insights, and scientific discoveries surrounding death, the soul's journey, and rebirth. Together, we will unravel secrets whispered across millennia and explore what it means to truly prepare, not only for death, but for a life lived with conscious awareness of the eternal soul within. Historical and cultural perspectives on death and the afterlife. The mystery of death has inspired an incredible variety of beliefs and rituals around the world. Each culture brings its own lens to the question of what lies beyond. The ancient Egyptians believed in the Duat, a realm where souls journeyed after death to be judged by Osiris. The famous weighing of the heart ceremony determined whether a soul was worthy of eternal life. The preservation of the body through mummification reflected a deep respect for the soul's continued existence. In the far reaches of the Himalayas, Tibetan Buddhism offers the profound teachings of the Bardo Thodol, or the Tibetan Book of the Dead. This sacred text guides souls through intermediate states, bardos, between death and rebirth, revealing detailed stages that the consciousness passes through, accompanied by visions and choices. Ancient Greeks envisioned the underworld ruled by Hades, where souls faced their destiny. Heroes, sinners, and the ordinary alike traversed paths reflecting their earthly lives and the moral fabric of their actions. Indigenous and shamanic traditions worldwide emphasize death as a journey into other realms, where ancestors and spirits dwell, and the living can connect through rituals and trance states. These perspectives, while varied, share a common theme. Death is not annihilation, but transformation. The Bardo Thodol, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. One of the most profound esoteric texts on death is the Bardo Thodol. Written to be read aloud to the dying, it serves as a guide to the soul navigating the bardos, the transitional states between death and rebirth. The first bardo, Chikhai, marks the moment of death. Consciousness detaches from the body, entering a state where the individual encounters the clear light, a pure, radiant energy representing the ultimate reality. Recognizing this light can lead to liberation from the cycle of rebirth. The second bardo, Chönyid, is the Bardo of visions. Here, the soul encounters various deities and frightening or peaceful apparitions. These are projections of the mind's own nature. Understanding and accepting these visions is crucial to avoid being trapped by fear or attachment. The final Bardo, Sidpa, is the Bardo of rebirth. The soul prepares to enter a new life, drawn by karmic impressions and desires. This stage determines the circumstances of the next incarnation, influenced by past actions and spiritual readiness. The Bardo Thodol teaches that death is an opportunity for awakening, a final chance to realize the true nature of reality beyond illusion. Psychological and spiritual interpretations. The journey through death and rebirth is not only a physical or metaphysical event, but also a profound psychological transformation. Carl Jung, the father of analytical psychology, explored archetypes that govern the human psyche, including the shadow of death and the rebirth process. He saw death as a metaphor for deep inner transformation, a necessary dissolution of the old self to birth the new. Near-death experiences, NDEs, reported by many across cultures, offer remarkable similarities. Tunnels of light, encounters with spiritual beings, life reviews, and feelings of peace. These experiences suggest that consciousness may exist independently from the physical brain, challenging materialistic views. The subconscious mind plays a crucial role in shaping visions and experiences of the afterlife, blending memory, cultural symbolism, and personal belief. Modern scientific insights and quantum perspectives. While science traditionally has avoided metaphysical questions, emerging theories in quantum physics and consciousness studies invite a fresh perspective on death and the soul. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles remain connected across space and time, implying a non-local dimension of reality. Some researchers propose that consciousness itself could be a quantum phenomenon, persisting beyond physical death. Though speculative, these ideas resonate with ancient teachings about the eternal soul and the interconnectedness of all life. Science is beginning to bridge the gap between spirituality and empirical observation, opening doors to understanding the afterlife not just as faith, but as a natural extension of the universe's hidden dimensions. Reincarnation, karma, and soul evolution. Central to many esoteric traditions is the belief in reincarnation, the soul's repeated journey through lifetimes for learning and growth. Karma, the spiritual law of cause and effect, shapes the conditions and experiences of each life. It is not punishment, but a cosmic mechanism for balance and evolution. Each incarnation offers opportunities to heal, to integrate lessons, and to move closer to spiritual liberation. Memories of past lives may surface through dreams, intuition, or spiritual practice, revealing soul contracts and unresolved patterns. Understanding reincarnation invites a perspective that views life and death as chapters in an ongoing saga, with the soul continuously refining its essence. practical guidance, preparing for death and embracing life fully. How can we live in harmony with these truths? How do we prepare for the inevitable transition without fear? Mindfulness practices teach us to face death as part of life's natural flow. Meditation, contemplation on impermanence, and conscious breathing ground us in the present moment, where peace resides. Esoteric traditions offer rituals and visualizations that ease the passage, invoking light, compassion, and clarity to guide the soul. Living with an awareness of death enhances our appreciation for life, deepening gratitude, connection, and purpose. Each moment becomes a sacred gift, a chance to align with our higher self. A message for the seeker. If you are drawn to these teachings, know that you are not alone. The call you feel is the soul's yearning for truth, for awakening beyond the veils of illusion. Death is not to be feared, but embraced as the ultimate teacher, the great revealer of mysteries. In the silence beyond life, there is a voice that whispers eternal wisdom, the voice of your own infinite nature. Walk your path with courage and openness. Trust that every ending is a new beginning, and every breath a bridge to the boundless light within. Your journey is sacred. Your soul's story is far from over. Sources and inspirations: the Tibetan Book of the Dead, Bardo Thodol, Carl Jung's writings on archetypes and the collective unconscious, near-death experience research by Dr. Raymond Moody and Dr. Pim van Lommel, quantum consciousness theories by Dr. Amit Goswami, esoteric texts and teachings from Hermetic traditions and Eastern philosophies.